for the most part, the last handful of years, Indiana's been it's been a rough area for guys to really break out of. I don't think there's a lot of bad wrestlers in Indiana. I think it's just guys that don't have the opportunity to spread out across the country or really get the exposure that they could have the opportunity to get if they would leave. And I mean, me, Dale Patrick, Ace Perry, and Josh Crane took it upon ourselves to call ourselves the Young Dragons as a kind of an homage to the original Naptown Dragons, Drake, Scotty, OMG, and Die Hard Dustin Lee, who did the same thing we're trying to do today and travel the country kind of representing Indiana as best as possible and make people realize that not everybody in Indiana is a 40-miler guy. Now that we're in the position that some people were in before us, like, it's really hard not to be cynical about things and look at guys like, I mean, you know, once you've gotten to a certain level and you've learned a certain amount of, you know, psychology and the way things are built and the way we do things and why we do them, it's really hard to see somebody else who's not doing those things and realize, like, hey, just because you've learned it, they haven't yet. A lot of people look at that and then, you know, their first thought is to just, you know, shut it down.
Right.
People look at the young guys and they're like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. And instead of telling them, like, hey, you know, I appreciate what you're doing. You're obviously putting in a lot of work. Now here's how you can mold it and make it better. A lot of guys are just looking at it and saying, like, that's just not good, and then leaving it alone, like, not passing on any knowledge, not helping them advance.